Villa Ghazi Street, Soweto, the only street in the world that can boast the origins of 2 Nobel laureates. This famous street being the home of Archbishop Desmond Tutu and former South African President Nelson Mandela, both recipients of the Nobel Peace Prize. Soweto's pride, Villa Ghazi Street, is now set to become home to Career Box. Supported by CCI-SA and the Mandela Legacy, Career Box aims to change the lives of 100,000 people living in the social underclass.
Mandela Legacy were quite happy and quite proud to be able to point to our efforts in a space and in a place that knows who we are, knows us by name.
We are declaring today that alongside Career Box, we will bring 300 jobs to Soweto immediately. And I think that is how can we change the paradigm? We've got the governments on board, we've got the Jobs Fund involved, we've got Mandela Legacy to point us in terms of the right cultural and social significance and where we should be. But more importantly, we've got industry here today. I think it's a very, very, very special moment for us, and it's a beginning.
My name is I'm the king of Soweto. Welcome to Soweto. Welcome to West.
Celebrating the Soweto launch of Career Box continued at the Westcliff Hotel in Johannesburg. Career Box are demonstrating that by empowering the youth and providing them with opportunity, they will flourish and prosper. MPs, icons, the Rockefeller Foundation, the Mandela Legacy, CCI-SA and GSA were out in support of Career Box.
The Global Sourcing Association welcomes you to South Africa. Congratulations on the launch of Career Box in Soweto. Can you just briefly explain how CCI South Africa became involved in the initiative?
CCI South Africa has a long-standing presence in South Africa. We've been going about 13 and a half years. Historically based out of KwaZulu-Natal down near the coast in Durban. And we are the largest international outsourcer in South Africa. So with our growth, we started looking at various initiatives in terms of how we can get involved in untapped talent and getting people involved in getting into these jobs. So in conjunction with the Mandela Legacy and some of the other government agencies and some other private sector players, we started engaging with Career Box about how we could get a work readiness program to get kids into jobs effectively and get them trained up.
And I think life is all about opportunities. But before the opportunities, you need to have drive, you need to have that ambition, you need to have that hard work ethic. And I think what Career Box does, first and foremost, it drives people to that hard work ethic because you have to work hard.
And all of our young people come from disadvantaged backgrounds, making what we do so critical and so important.
Then you get trained up. But the most important aspect is at the end of that training, there's opportunities for jobs.
Some of the frustrations were all the existing programs that we looked at really just trained people and you ended up with like lifelong learners, but you weren't getting the person out of the classroom into the job and effectively getting a commercial return of the person immediately. Yes. So what we did is we gave our insight to be able to put all that together. And today is a culmination of all of those efforts.
Because we want to bring jobs to the people. And the jobs do not sit, unfortunately, with government. They do not sit with the SMEs. They sit with big business in the private sector. We believe in a strong partnership of society, government, and also the private sector. We have identified in our BPO strategy that we, this year, will launch 5, what we call township satellite BPO offices. Very ambitious, but it can be done.
This afternoon's session was quite emotional when you were seeing everybody and hear them talk about the initiative. What does it mean for you personally to be involved in this kind of initiative?
When you go on, what will you be remembered for? It was something that Mrs. Mandela said to me when I first met her. And I think leaving a legacy in terms of what you'll be remembered for, particularly if you're sitting in a job as a chief exec, is very important. And I think being able to give other people an opportunity to get into BPO and to contribute positively to the economy, and also to be able to change people's lives is something that we all aspire to do. So I'm kind of blessed to be in this position at the moment.
So we are so proud to launch the Mandela Legacy Career Box Workforce Development Center, a service that will bring opportunities closer to the youth here in Soweto.
So, the paint on the walls is but the start. We want to completely change this center and turn it into the benchmark of what we want the world to see as being the face of upskilling, recruitment, training and placement of our youth.
And for any other organisations who are thinking about impact sourcing or getting involved in similar initiatives and they haven't yet made that decision, what would you say to them?
Look, we went through a sort of a gauntlet in terms of looking at all the options, right? And really, when you look at it, is developing the talent base will benefit you commercially. It's also something good that you can do. And if you want to have roots in a geography or in a community, it's something that is just very smart business move to make. So I'd encourage people to get involved and to learn more. And even if it's not this initiative, I'd like to see a lot more initiatives coming about in terms of being able to fight the scourge of unemployment. Because there's 10 million people coming out of universities in Africa a year and unable to find jobs. There's something wrong with that picture. So it's not that the talent isn't there, it's about us coming and rising and getting them into the right places.
Well, I can already see the impact that it's having, and without a doubt it's an initiative that's going to change lives. So congratulations and thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we have plans to do this all over the country, and we just want to thank everybody that's been part of this, and thank Mrs. Mandela for steering us as the restless youth in the right direction, as she always does. Thank you so much.